everybody. It's Dr. Feelgood again. Hopefully you feeling good. Going along with what Dr. Fab and First Cousin was saying, I got my question is somebody already answered one part of it. Have you ever vetted someone privately to meet them in real life? You know, everywhere we go, we have scammers, we have flim flam artists, we have people who can do those things they call deep. I don't know if anybody heard of deep fake, the ones that are not in cybersecurity. Deep fake is where someone can cover you with a video that looks just like you, but somebody else is speaking and it sounds like your voice. It looks like your face and it looks just like you. So it can be fake. You can kind of, if you understand how the algorithm works and machine language, you can tell if you're in that business. Now I happen to be in that business from time to time, and I look into that. But one of the things is that there are so many things online that you can look to find somebody online. Someone gives you an email address, you can tell if it's a fake or not. Someone gives you a phone number, you can tell if it's fake or not. You can pay for some services. There's a service called LexisNexis. It's expensive, but if you really want to find somebody and vet them, you can use it. And what LexisNexis does is have you ever figured out why telemarketers can find your number even if you have it unlisted? Anybody?
First, they probably pay for the information.
Right, but what they do is, especially bill collectors, is they use a service called LexisNexis. What it does is from an email address or a phone number or an address, they find everybody around you. It's called establishing a pattern of life and your network tree. And if they can't get to you directly, they go to your cousin. They go to your friends. They can figure out who you are, what you like to eat, how many people you done slept with, your dating profiles. They can find that out. It's like $199. But if you really want to bet somebody and find out everything, that's the one. Don't say I sent you, but that's pretty much how you do it. There are cheaper ones, but you get what you pay for. So does anybody have a story where they vetted someone and found out that it wasn't who they thought they were?
Yeah. When I see the story about the dude that was not just trying to be a woman, had to put a pistol on.
Now, what gave you the indication? Was that because your ex-girlfriend told you, or was things not adding up?
No, things just didn't add up. What I did was, I got the number. I was out, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm gonna call her and see what she doing. And it's late at night. It's like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Maybe 3. I don't know. It was late, but my spider senses went off when air quote she was talking about I'm shy, turn the light off, I don't want you to see me. I'm like woo the fool, like no. So I gave the illusion that I did turn lights off, and then when I saw the silhouette in the doorway, because it was dark, I left the door open on purpose, and I saw that was not what I saw online. And then I went to I'm very mannish, so I went to go feel, and I felt tissue paper, and I was like, I'll be right back. Excuse me. So that's my story of vetting. And by the time I got the pistol, he was gone. Wow. Nowhere to be found.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. What about you, Razzle Dazzle? Have you vetted somebody before you met in real life?
No, most of the people I met, Dr. Feelgood, was quality women. And like I mentioned a little bit earlier, that I've met some one night stands where you had to kind of, weed out the situation, the weeds to get to the rose. So, and also in the club circuit, it was just a, hit and miss, have fun, and so I don't have a lot of no stories like what the brother Anson had. I just, enjoyed meeting quality women, and sometimes you meet some foot draggers, but like you say, you get what you pay for. You know what I mean? So that's how that thing go like that for sure.
What is a
You
foot
got me
dragger?
spilling my yak.
Galloway.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, a foot dragger is someone who's not pulling their weight. You have to do a lot of things for them, and they kind of used to guys getting their hair done, nails done, paying a light bill, water bill. You know what I mean? So you kind of and women, y'all know firsthand when you go out in the club circuit. A lot of y'all sit 2 and 3 in the table. You look at the door. You know who you want to get with that night. Women used to tell me that all the time. So y'all are seekers. Y'all hunt prey too. You know what I mean? We are born hunters, but y'all flip the scripts. Y'all know who y'all want to sleep with and who you don't want to sleep with. Let's be honest. So foot draggers, they come from that mentality of trying to get what they can gain from you. Simple as that.
A foot dragger. Okay.
Never heard it put that way.
I never heard it either. Miss Millie, we learning something, girl.
Ugly in layman's terms.
I got one for you, Miss Millie. What was the farthest you ever went to meet someone in real life?
Oh boy.
Furthest I ever went was Greenwood, about an hour from me. I ain't going around the world to meet nobody. It ain't that important.
What about what about you, Dr. Fab?
I shall not say.
Come on, Dr. Fab.
You trying to call me out. You wrong for that, Dr. Feelgood.
Hey.
Was it Atlanta?
Opportunity.
Hey. I have flight benefits, baby. I travel. Okay.
All right. I'll leave it at that. Miss Green.
Please
Miss
do.
Green. Miss Green, what was the farthest you ever traveled to meet somebody?
Well, I would say it's like an hour and a half. I considered going, but I didn't. I did, but I did consider going about an hour and a half to actually meet someone I met on Bumble. But I didn't go.
So how far did somebody come to see you?
Oh, it's never been that far. I've never had that situation where anyone's come that far. Now have dated, and I'm dating someone that comes like 2.5 hours to see me. But as regards to dating websites, no, I've never dated anyone on a dating website.
Okay.
It's never gotten that far. It's only just been conversation.
All right. First cuz, have you ever done that? Drove some, I know you was in the military. I don't know if you was married at the time you was in the military, but I know you done traveled some distance to go see somebody.
I got a few air miles under my belt. I'm gonna say 6 hours. 6 hours.
6 hours.
Yeah. That must have been important.
Yeah. Everything was intentional. So 6 hours. Yeah.
What about you, Mr. Mathis? You a young man.
I won't drive far to go see someone. It'd be like an hour, the most I've ever done. But I can be honest, I've had a young lady drive. I was in the military. She drove 5-6 hours to come see me, stayed the night, and I lied to her and I told her that I had staff duty the next day and she had to drive back because we didn't.
Oh my God.
That's
you
evil.
A bad cat, man.
That's evil. You must have been at Fort Polk or Fort. You must have been at Fort Polk or Fort.
Right there, Fort Stewart.
My daughter in Fort Stewart.
Ooh wee. Miss Cheryl, what's the farthest you ever went for somebody? Miss Cheryl.
I'm going to go across country.
Go on, girl.
Oh my God.
Go on, girl. She say across country.
The vibe is right. Money is no object.
I got you.
I invited Adrian on the line. Is y'all can check and see if she's on.
Adrian Thompson.
Yeah.
She's on. Can you hear me, Miss Thompson?
I don't see her.
She's in the waiting room.
Oh.
She's on. I can see her, but not since she doesn't have her camera on, she's not gonna show up.
Okay, she was on earlier. She popped up.
Yeah, she's still there.
She's still there.
Miss Carla Wright. How was as far as you ever been?
I've never dated anyone online. I met anyone online, but I've had long distance relationships when I was in college and since college. So I think the farthest I've driven to see somebody I was dating for years, 3.5 hours.
Okay. Let's see. Let me go around. Slim, can you figure out how to chat yet?
Like Slim came up with some allergies or something's going on with Slim. So
allergic to talking.
Yeah.
Miss Lena, I know you got somebody and you're happy. You've been dating for what you said, 2 years?
A year.
A year.
A
2
year.
years. Same difference. What was the farthest you ever went?
3 hours.
3 hours. What was the farthest somebody came to see you?
Same. 3 hours.
Okay. And my last question is kind of what Dr. Fab was talking about. Your favorite, but I want to say, in your opinion, from all these stories you done heard and all these stories you done seen, and the good, the bad, the ugly, the sad, the facts of life, what do you think, for Black people, what do you think is the best online dating apps? Go on, Dr. Fab, you first. Besides Skull Bigger Dating and besides Upscale Love for You, take those two out.
Oh, y'all got jokes tonight. I'm gonna go to church.com. No, I'm just lying. Oh goodness, I really, since that little pogo incident, my success rate, I'm gonna go, I guess I would say, I'm gonna do a little Bumble swipe to the right, I guess. Because with Bumble, it allows the woman to be in control. And I like
whoa.
That's it.
You have to check Bumble out.
Mr. Malik, Razzle Dazzle, go on. Tell me which one you think is best for Black folks.
Oh, you said for Black folks?
Yeah.
Now see, I'm
folks.
international. I'm just kidding. Okay.
Black people meet.
Okay. Mr. Mathis, you're a young guy. What do you young guys smoking in reefers and playing that hippity hop?
I'm gonna go with GLK. Like I said, it's a Black owned. I'm gonna stick with that. The majority Black people on it. You have a few other cultures and stuff in there, but it's Black owned. It's majority Black, and I'm used to it.
Okay. Miss Green.
No, I was trying to see what I didn't hear what he said.
Black, BLK.
Oh, BLK. Okay, gotcha. Now, the only one I'm familiar with is Bumble, because that's the only one that I've recently been into. So I couldn't even comment on any others because I've never done it. Everything for me has always been in person. So
Okay.
I'm an in-person type chick. So I've never done the online dating thing, but Bumble, I guess for me would be it because that's the only one I don't really know.
All right. Miss Cheryl.
I don't really do a lot of dating sites. I'm kind of not really into that. I'd rather do in person, but I am familiar with Black People Meets. I am kind of partial to that.
Okay. Anson, I already know you MySpace. Hey, no. He is Excite. If y'all remember that from back in the day, Excite.com.
Ooh, I don't even remember that one. But no, being that MySpace has been shut down for the most part. I would have to say it's a tie between be okay and match.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
being that I can't drive right now, and I don't have I mean, even if I had a car, I couldn't drive right now. Um, the online dating, I'm actually looking at it differently now because I still am able to get female interaction. I just can't get the female interaction that I'm so accustomed to.
Good point. Good point. Good point. Let's see. Let me go. Miss Thompson, can you hear me now? Can you hear me, Miss
You're
Thompson?
probably doing something.
Miss Bryan, what do you think is a good dating app for Black folks?
I like the only one that I've ever done is Hinge, and I like it. I like the fact that you can set up parameters like kind of like they were saying, like you can set the age range, you can set the ethnicity that you want to date. So it doesn't have the body feature, which is interesting, but it has like that. So I like that fact about it. I think what I like about dating apps, it's almost like it's like no commitment. Like you don't feel like you're really breaking hearts. Like if you don't really like someone, you can just not respond, and it's not like, because I feel like I tend to be nice, so I feel like I don't want to hurt people's feelings. Whereas when you're on an app, you don't necessarily have that connection if you don't like the person, so you can just swipe to the next person and not be like, oh man. Where if you're in the club, and someone comes up to you that you don't necessarily like, you feel like you're like letting them down.
You can swipe in the club. You just take your arm and do this.
No. No.
Miss Trisha, which is your favorite one, Miss Trisha?
I have to say Bumble, because that's just the one that I had the most success with. But I don't know if it's necessarily good for African Americans or Black people, because I don't have anything really to compare it to. I get some of the Facebook kind of in the DM kind of thing, but nothing.
It goes down at the DM.
Yeah.
Okay, Miss Nikki, tell me which would you prefer for Black? Which would you recommend for Black people?
Since I've not been on online for quite some time, mostly it was Bumble, because like the women have to be the ones that reach out first before anything starts happening for Black people.
And my personal settings are 880 BCC, 8 to 80, blind, cripple, and crazy.
Freshly embalmed will do.
You know what?
Miss Wright, what about you? What do you recommend for Black people?
I don't know anything about the online dating. Sorry.
All right. Mr. Troy, I know you ain't I know you don't do that, but what would you recommend the ones you saw tonight?
Church girl.
Churchgirl.com.
It depends. I don't know about it. See, that's the thing. I don't know what to recommend.
Well, you got the information.
I don't online date, but I wouldn't know what to tell you. But church girl sounds good to me.
Smart man.
We need to check to my co-host, Dr. Feelgood and first cousin. You think we need to change it to old church girl, church boy?
So I vote 8 to 80, blind, cripple, and crazy. But,
you going to jail to my 8 to 80, boy.
He meant 18. He meant 18.
18.
Yeah, that sounds better.
I said what I said.
Okay, go ahead and say what you said.
Miss Veronica, I know you betrothed and you're a mother with child, but if you had some single friends or not so single friends, what dating type would you recommend to your friends?
Yeah, I really just wouldn't know what to recommend because I just haven't had that experience. And so I don't, but I think that dating websites can be beneficial, and I probably wouldn't, encourage someone to try a dating site, but I wouldn't have a specific one in mind to recommend.
Okay. And tell them Upscale love for you.
Well, before I turn it back over to our favorite first cuz so we can close this out, I want to thank everybody who came on tonight. Unfortunately, I've had a rough week. My stepmother passed on Tuesday. She had brain and renal cancer.
Adrian.
Yesterday, her sister, my aunt, had a stroke.
Oh man.
So we're just trying to, I'm just, the show must go on. I gotta do this. And I wasn't my usual self, so I apologize for not being my usual merry self. But I wanted y'all to know if y'all thought I was off anything, that's the reason why. And I want to thank everybody who sent me condolences, who said thank. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for coming on tonight. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the newcomers. I appreciate the people that came back, and I ask that you continue to help us grow. You're part of the Upscale for Love family. You're part of the scorebigger.com dating. You're part of those families. So we want y'all to know that we appreciate y'all, and we want to see y'all more. Come on in, have some macaroni and cheese, and I won't put raisins in a potato salad. Back to you, first cuz.
I'm gonna jump in right quick before first cousin come in. We always smile and have to put a shield on sometime. I'm not at home, young people. I am, listen here, you can tell I teach school, my favorite word, young people. But nevertheless, I'm actually in Miami, Florida, because my aunt, my mentor, she passed, and I'm here for a funeral for this coming Saturday. So sometimes we just have to put that outer shield and keep it going, because you know what? I wouldn't miss it for the world. When I got the news, I was all shaken up, and then I thought about it. I say, God, you make no mistake. So I'm here, and I'm in South Florida. Tomorrow I'm gonna get me some conch salad, y'all. But tonight I'm here, and just all I can say is keep us in prayer. And now I'm turning it over to my favorite first cousin, Bobbie.
All right, everyone, we want to say thank you for coming on the show tonight, and for the ones who's repeatedly coming back and having great conversations with us, and for the newcomers, for the first timers, we thank you for coming on also. We ask that you go to YouTube, Upscale Love, the number 4, the letter U, all one word, type it in, and you can check us out on YouTube. We also ask that you send us an email, upscaleloveforyou@gmail.com. For those who are going through something, and normally this is something we don't do, from a personal standpoint, Dr. Feelgood, he was able to share his story with me before we got on tonight. And yeah, sometimes when you go through things and you got family members that have passed away or whatever the case may be, the shows still have to go on. So, Dr. Fabulous, if you don't mind, I would like to end tonight's show with a small prayer, if that's okay.
Go right ahead.
All right. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, thank you for this day, Lord. Thank you for all that you are doing in our lives, Lord. Thank you for every member that's on this show tonight. Lord, we ask that you touch those that are hurting right now, Lord. We ask that you take Dr. Feelgood and just give his heart and his mind some rest, because he had a great loss this week, and trouble continues to come. The devil is always busy, but we got to show that we are busier as God's warriors and God's people. Lord, we ask that you bless every person that's on this call, every person who can hear my voice when we go on YouTube or wherever they can hear my voice from. We ask that you bless their family. We ask that you give them health, strong health. We ask that you increase their wealth, Lord. We ask that you just put a hedge of protection around them and their families, Lord. In the name of Jesus, we're going to pray, and we're going to seal this prayer. Everyone, thank you. Thank you so much for supporting Upscale Love for You.
Amen.
Thank you so much for coming on and joining us tonight. So we say stay safe, stay positive, and stay upscale for love. Everybody have a great night.
All right, cousin. Good job, Bob.
Good night.